welcome to Real Health. This is Steve, your host. Join me on my quest to disseminate my health regimen, the Health 44, eliminating 4 classes of food, introducing 4 classes of micronutrients, bingo, bongo, health sorted. So join me, sit back, and let's do this. Welcome again. Today you've clicked on Carnivore. I thought of a title just before, and then it's escaped me. What's it going to be again? Anyway, you know before I do. I'll think of something in the post-production. So the challenges of becoming a carnivore. Carnivores are the going rage. Seemingly, at the moment, there's more adopters of carnivore now versus vegans anymore. There's a growing list of vegans which have been vegans for 6 years, 10 years, 20 years plus, and they're getting some problems. We've heard some issues about the carnivore people where they say, "Oh, I can't do it. I'm still not losing weight." Let's face it, most of our dietary choices are very vanity based. It was for me, but before my obesity started to sort itself out, other health ailments were starting to disappear, just like Home Alone. And so here's some of the risks, some of the issues that we need to account for. My podcasts and videos are populated with the whole beware of overdoing your meat. I've even done episodes on, I think it's called Carnivore Peril, that sort of thing. This is just added insights into another year or two of people going carnivore. Even in the last year, I am pretty much 90% carnivore as a trial. Weight-wise, I'm a touch heavier, 5 kilos max. I'm probably eating a touch more calories, and my health is still a-okay as before, as it's improved over my 5-year journey. It's not a journey anymore, it's what we have to do. So, I've harped on in many episodes about if you're going to eat meat, don't overcook. And usually I reference with the red meat equivalent, don't go more than medium rare in the steaks. You can pretty much judge a medium rare in a burger patty. Whichever your red meat preference is, mine's just, I just go beef. I can't really complicate things, or can't really afford that much venison, or some of the other go-tos with carnivore. I've got 7 eggs per day going at the moment. It's been up to 9 at some point, and been as low as 3 or 4 roundabouts. So that's my sort of thing. So the 10% that isn't carnivore is basically dairy. So I could probably classify myself as heavy keto. So that's my self-disclosure and my epistemic humility for the world. There's been some recent carnivore people. Was it Chafee or no? Not Chafee. Anyway, the guy that's starting to eat a bit of honey and a bit of fruit. Some of the carnivores out there will be going, no! Don't worry. What I'll be highlighting to be wary about with the carnivores is, on top of overcooking, it's duration of your cooking and the heat of your cooking. The best, I'll start with the best. The best option is baking at low heat, extended period of time, no There's the harmful compounds which occur in meats is the PAHs, the polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, and the heterocyclic amines, the HCAs. They're the carcinogens that we need to avoid. So as part of my Health 44, where the fourth bit of the second part of the 44, yeah, I know, it gets a little bit in the weeds. We need to not have nitrates, nitrites, sulfates you can get away with somewhat, but they're still probably carcinogenic. But those PAHs and the HCAs, the heterocyclic amines, they're the ones we need to avoid, and that it comes down to the cooking temperature and duration, and not going more than medium rare in the red meat equivalent. So I suggest, and I have been doing, a slow cooker method. You can poach and boil, but let's face it, we want it to be more palatable. Some people can make it palatable, not me, but so they're the better choices with the liquid heat type setup. And so I suggest, if you want to get close to the high heat finish, do a slow cooker. A slow cooker bakes at 100 degrees centigrade. Possibly, if you put it on high, it'll be between 120 140 degrees centigrade, which is certainly better than the 180 plus, which is the danger zone of producing those harmful compounds, those carcinogens. So that's one option. When I'm not home, or I often stop off at Macca's and ask for a quarter pound of patties, and they are quite well done. They're classified as medium rare, but and they're cooked apparently in 112 seconds, under 2 minutes for their burger patties, and that involves very high heat with like a sandwich press. And I decided to copy that. So I've got a sandwich press here, and it's coated in those coatings that are no-nos. The more recent rage in avoiding plastics and coatings on our cooking surfaces. Until I can afford a stainless steel thing, I'll get a stainless steel thing. But until then, when I don't have an hour, when my preparation isn't going great, I use my sandwich press. It's still, who knows how much more safer than smoking. But for the carnivore people, you need to take note of your cooking method, cooking heat and duration, and how well you get your meat done. If you use a smoker and you're barbecuing, very high incidence of those two particular types of compounds, the PAHs and HCAs. So that's my suggestion. Beware. In 20 years' time, we'll be seeing carnivores still dying at the same sort of rate as the standard American diet, standard Australian diet, standard bloody diet, the omnivores out there, because we're cooking our stuff, our meat, in butters and lard and ghee, olive oil, this and that oil. No oils. You can't be frying your meats because the harmful compounds form. Yes, the carnivores out there, I've lost all this weight, my health, I've cured this condition and that bloody disease. I get it, but the build-up, the risks of the carcinogens is starting to creep up, and you'll be, if you get a condition or die in 20 years, you'll be one of those stats where, we shouldn't have gone carnivore, we should have stayed omnivores. but we were still dying at the same sort of rate of 77, whatever the life expectancy of the world is. No, it's 80 plus. It's going to be dropping. I've made predictions many times in the past where every 50 years from now on, just take off 5 years of life, because if you want the 80-20 of the carcinogen thing and the carnivore thing and the micronutrients and your exercise and saunas and this and that, cold plunges, the 80-20 or even the 90-10 that I suggest is the benefit. If you're a carnivore, you need to still supplement, because our production animals are still impaired like the humans are. The cows aren't eating. Yes, you get you get the grass finished, but it's grass finished, but not grass born or grass adolescent cows. No, it's the animals are also micronutrient deficient, just like the humans. We're all vertebrates, and all vertebrates require 90 declared essential micronutrients, 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 2 essential fatty acids. Even the chickens and all the other production animals we use, the pork and the lamb and the this and that, and the venison, the bison, the crocodile and kangaroo, they're all micronutrient deficient. So we need to supplement, and I still supplement while trialing my, has it been a year? My 90+% of carnivore. I used to have a lot of cheese, and now it's very minimal cheese. I was leaner on cheese, even though cheese is crack, is pretty much made of casein, and it gets you to eat more. But anyway, so I was going to hijack this carnivore thing on breast milk and this and that, but I better not. So there you have it. The risks are, there's no times that I can see that how long I'm going, but that's the caution that I suggest you be wary of. Take note. Don't be a statistic in 20 years that you're still getting bowel cancer and this and that cancer, because the carcinogens are in play, you carnivore people. And if you're using the normal vegetable oil or butter or ghee or lard for your cooking, no, don't fry your meat. Bake. With my sandwich press method, which I seldom, not even seldom, it's fairly regular, a few times a week now, there's no oils going on there. The fat in the patty, usually a patty, the 20% fat is the oil. But that's the issue. It causes a smoking effect, and those carcinogens do form. But in the scope of things, there's much more risk out there, and the greater risk, the 90-10 plus, the 90+%, or 10%, 80-20, let's call it 80-20, it's the micronutrients. So we need to do the Health 44. Eliminate the glutens, oils, sugars, nitrates, and bring in the second 4, the 44, is the 4 micronutrient classes. So I've mentioned already the vitamins, minerals, amino acids, essential fatty acids, because, as I say, the animals are also deficient. The cows aren't eating through their lifetime the grass that has their amino acid breakdowns that they need, and they're just eating grains like many of the world's population is, and we are very impaired. Yeah, but we've increased our life expectancy double in the last century. Well, if you calculate infant mortality rate, that's an easy statistical improvement. but we're going downhill, and it's going to keep on happening. Even Maha will not help us until we understand the whole micronutrient complex and how minerals, how we need those 60 declared essential minerals that we need to make the vitamins, the amino acids, and the essential fatty acids work. So you need to cop that more than being a vegan or a carnivore. 95.5 even, okay? So I've spent like 2 years without meat, and then 2 years with a bit of meat, and another year with pretty much only meat, eggs, and dairy. And there's no change for me because the micronutrients, doing the Health 44, right? So that last part of the Health 44, where if you're going to cook meat, be prepared, be wary is the better word to use there. Be wary of the carcinogen effects, to not become one of those statistics that are still dying at the average age of 77, which will be 72 in 2075. Wow. 2025 even felt wow 25 years ago, but yeah, 2075, our average life expectancy will be 72. That's my prediction and forecast, because we don't understand. We may be fixated on meat, this and that, and the convenience and the oh, I like meat, I'm going to go carnivore. And, oh, I don't like meat, and for the ideological incentives, go vegan and this and that, and vegans and carnivores will still live around the same sort of age, and then we're still scratching our heads while we're also getting fatter. Micronutrients, my friend, if you're a carnivore or just watching this as a hateful vegan, Whole 44, you can be vegan too, but it's harder, it's more difficult, but you can do for ideological reasons, and you know, the fasting for the spiritual and religious people. It can be done, but you're not out of the woods. Even if you are vegan, you are not solved. You may still not get to the age of 90 if you're a carnivore. And for some of the high-profile carnivores out there, let's see in a quarter century how they're traveling compared to me. Will I continue carnivore? Yeah, it's treating me okay. There's less prepping, there's less thinking, and the satiation's there, and yeah, it's just a good all-round thing. It's convenient for me. It's convenient for others that like meat and don't like vegetables. How fantastic. And yeah, let's see. You can also keep track of me. So I'll leave it there, and take note, carnivores. Bye-bye for now.